Hey Tasmania, get crazy because the Rewind 80s mixtape tour is coming to your area of planet Earth. Saturday, April 6th, Launceston, Theatre North. Sunday, April 7th, Hobart, Theatre Royal. We'll see you there. And Melbourne, you can also get ready to dance because we're at the Hallam Hotel the 2nd of March 2024. Tickets are all selling fast. Get your tickets on rewind80sband.com.
Man, what in the world is happening down there?
Hey, how you going, guys?
Oh, Happy New Year and all that shit.
We're kicking off. We're dancing on the ceiling already. I hope everybody's...
Yeah, sorry, we're remote today, so we're clashing. Sorry, guys. Keep
we
going.
are remote.
Yeah. Well, you've got a busy weekend.
Well, half of us are at work and half of us are sort of, still on holiday. So it's that weird sort of January period where things are starting to kick off for the year.
Correct.
So I'm very much in holiday mode. How about you?
I've been on the phone, babe. I've just been on the phone to new venues and trying to knuckle down and getting. I'm trying to work out a date for. He's like on the phone to me going, "Yeah, fucking sounds great." You know, every band that's listening now will be fucking ringing him, but don't fucking bother, please. Anyway, so I'm just speaking to a few people and getting some more little shows for us around the Pseudo Echo tour, so we can do both successfully, because I need to do both, and we all do. And so I think Maddie's been cooking a lot at home. Like he's been doing Japanese pancakes, which I can never pronounce, hosomiyaki or something or whatever.
Is he Miyagi?
Yeah, hosomiyaki. That's hummus on cabbage. No, it's and he's also been making like sticky date pudding and shit, and
lovely.
He's been making pasta, homemade pasta. So we've been just chilling at home, you know.
Beautiful. Lots and cooking and nesting. That's lovely.
Well, we do start again next week with Pseudo. So we go to Sydney, and then the week after we're in New Zealand with Simple Minds and Collective Soul and Texas.
Very exciting. Oh, I wish I could. Yeah, I'd love to. I'll do the Aussie thing. Do you need anyone to come and carry your bags?
I know. And the second day we're there, we actually catch a bus with all the crew. So everyone will be on the same bus, which will be interesting.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it'll be like
great.
a big tour bus because it's a 2.5 hour drive. So, yeah, we got the itinerary yesterday, which looks great, and excited for that. I've never been to New Zealand, you know.
You should do a couple of little interviews, baby.
Well, I've been talking about that with the band. I'm not sure whether they've set anything up, but I just say things now. But yeah, it would be good. It would be good, yeah. So we're doing another show, another compilation album. You guys can't get enough of them.
This one's called Summer '87.
Yes,
and this one was a suggestion by our good friend Leith Watson from Tassie.
Yeah, her mate Matt. Yeah.
Oh, her mate Matt.
A new listener. So this is a new listener.
So welcome on board, Matt.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Now, Leith has been very good to us in the past, and she has actually hooked us up with some awesome sort of cassette tapes as gifts on our last trip to Launceston, which was beautiful of you, Leith. And we'll always sort of, you know, we're big on engagement here, so we're always hoping for suggestions from fans and new listeners. So thank you, Matt. This is a great one. It's called Summer '87. We had a look at the playlist and we loved it. So it sort of kicks off with Dancing on the Ceiling, Lionel Richie. You guys have got to check out the film clip to this. This came out in '86. And Lionel, this was, I think, of his first... his third solo album, but I think it may have been the first since
single,
he left
I
the
think you're
Commodores. Yeah, but I think he was doing...
Both.
Wasn't he doing solo albums before he left the Commodores, and that's sort of what caused the friction in the band?
No,
Something like that.
I'm not sure, honey. I'm not sure. I think the band was just, times had changed and no one wanted to hear those ballads and stuff anymore, and he just wanted to get a bit 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't Slow Down was the first record with Hello and Running in the Night. And
now, Lionel Richie was the first in '82, and then Can't Slow Down was the second in '83.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So this, and yeah, hilarious, his album covers. They're so intense. This one's from, you know, Dancing on the Ceiling. This came out in '86. And check out the clip to this. I love it. It's sort of, I love it for the fashion.
Yeah, of course. That's right.
He always looked fantastic in his clips.
Yeah.
Like he always had like great like jackets because he's sort of skinny and tall. He looked like, you know, he's sort of got a great physique.
Yeah.
With a big head. And
Clay head.
He looks fantastic. Yeah, that's it. But the fashions of the dancers and everything in this clip are really cool. So check it out. It's a lot of fun.
It was kind of, for me, when I saw this video, I mean, I sort of can't remember it much, but it reminded me of All Night Long, where they start dancing and doing the stuff, and it was really colourful and in almost the same area as Dancing on the Ceiling, you know. But this is the one where he gets on the ceiling and he's upside down and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that was like, ooh, technology.
And I really think that sort of, you know, he would have been looking across at Michael. Michael's doing, incredible things with video clips. So he thought, what am I going to do? So he did this it's like a film effect where they actually like do it. You know, they actually sort of, you can look online how it's done. There's some awesome behind the scenes footage of this, and they actually film it in the Revolve, and they turn the massive set around so that he can like walk on the ceiling. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's right. And now we're all paying to go into the city and do it, aren't we? In Melbourne at the moment, they've got something like that going on.
Oh, yeah, they do too, actually. Yeah.
Go there if you want to feel it.
Yeah.
Directed by Stanley Donen. I think this was a video that was very colourful, you're right, and just entertaining. But I think this was his single where Aussies went, oh, he's all right, that Lionel Richie. Like it was like his commercial song where dumb shits just went for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
You kind of
Exactly.
had to be a bit cool to get the Can't Slow Down album. Like, I mean, fuck it, you did. You had to be cool. You got the Can't Slow Down, there was a lot of step ball change at dance schools to that album. This one came out and it was like the Jessie's Girl of fucking Lionel Richie tracks. And it still isn't a cover band today. I don't love it. It's a little bit soulless for me, but I can understand why people that love shit songs love it.
Yeah, exactly right. It's like sort of entry level Lionel Richie sort of.
It is really. It is. I mean, it's great. It's funny. It's cute. But yeah, whatever. Great opener though for this record.
Throwaway pop song, but yeah, look, party song, whatever. As you say, good opener.
I think it's interesting to bring that up. I think there was a part in the 80s where the record companies went, we need something fucking radio friendly where dickheads love it, and people started writing that, but then it became this genius fucking song out of nowhere. But it's kind of, it annoys me a little bit,
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like
that's it.
Very white. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's a very white production.
It's a sort of, I guess it's the critique that they would have given Whitney with a lot of her pop stuff, where it was like, she sort of had no idea what they were saying because she was like, I'm just singing.
Yeah.
But you can hear the difference. I know what you're saying. It's very white. It like completely steps away from anything sort of R&B, very poppy, very trebly.
Yeah.
All very trebly and poppy. Yeah.
And I know a lot of really like heavy metal guitarists or people that do rock that fucking love this song. Like they go, you got to do that song, Lionel Richie dancing on the ceiling. All I picture is fuckwits in front of me singing that song and I just can't do it. It's like, maybe not. Let's do, I won't even do All Night Long because I feel like I'm in a Jewish fucking reception band, which I was, and we did that every weekend, But I'm more of a Lionel Richie when he kind of was a bit Michael Jackson and Can't Slow Down, kind of running with the night or you call it running with a knife. I love that boogie fucking shit,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so really interesting.
You know what? It wasn't just Leith that got in contact with us over
it wasn't.
the break.
Yes,
We've had heaps of people contact us and wish us all the best. Eric Pipersberg sent us a beautiful little picture of like 1981 Rocks On, which was a previous compilation that we did.
Yep.
In the Brashers bag and everything.
Remember, it was hot.
Remember Brashers in the city, guys? In I think it was Burke Street, wasn't it?
Oh, look, it was everywhere, honey, but I think it did start in the city. Yeah, I think it started in the city. Then they moved to Moorabbin, they moved to Southlands, they moved to all the shopping centres, and then they became like musical instruments, sort of like a JB Hi-Fi, and then JB just took over. I think they killed it really,
Yeah, they did. I really remember it happening too, like JB coming in. Because they changed an import law, and it had something to do with being able to sort of, there was some tax that they lifted that like made it easier for them to bring albums in, and it was meant to make music cheaper for everybody because people were complaining about the price of LPs and all of that kind of thing, and it was expensive. But it didn't really. JB Hi-Fi came in, they really capitalised on it because they were sort of importing stuff from Asia and the US and stuff like that, which was a lot cheaper. Wasn't that cheaper? And now it's just sort of as expensive as it ever was,
Yeah, and the thing is, when you go back to the 80s and walking into Brashers, the excitement you felt in your body, you don't feel that with fucking JB Hi-Fi.
No, that's it.
And
exactly right.
It's not just because we're older. If Brashers was around today and you could get vinyl, I guess it's what people feel that are younger than us that buy vinyl today. It's very magical.
Yeah.
Because you get in the one topic and you just, the highlight of my fucking week was a Friday night if my old man took me down to Brashers at Southlands to get a single or something with my pocket money. Like that was just incredible.
Yeah, it was the best. Yeah. So good on you, Eric. Thank you for sending that
Thanks,
in. That's
Ericy.
awesome. Shout out
we're
for you.
doing
Another
an episode
shout out.
with Eric soon. I've got to
Oh,
sort
we
it.
are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's right. We are, of
That
course.
is. So we'll ring you soon,
lovely.
baby.
Talk about that later. So another shout out for Leo. Leo wished us a big Merry Christmas. Said it was a great episode, the Christmas episode. So good on you, Leo. Thanks for supporting, mate. Leo Stubbing there.
Yep.
We've got Lisa Starjek. I hope I pronounced it right, Lisa. Wishing us a Merry Christmas. She's been a long time supporter. Actually, I think Lisa's somewhat new. So that's fantastic to have you on board. Now, we've also got Guy Majorana. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Guy wrote in and said, just heard a song on the radio by Sharon O'Neill from 1983 called I'm Losing You. Good memories from the 80s. Wishing you, Sammy, Jay, Maddie and the guys in the band a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year's, which is lovely.
So
Good on you, Guy.
Yeah, Guy was the one at the Bird's Basement that was the keyboard nut.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Guy, that song is fucking incredible. The video's incredible because Sharon in her videos are hilarious and she's sort of in her lounge room and she's singing, or she always sings in the third person, so she's not the one in the situation.
She sings about other people.
Yeah, that's right. So they're in their lounge room arguing and it's a really good video and the song's probably the second best song to Maxine. Really good song.
Yeah.
We should play that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. Now, Thomas Dolby also wrote in wishing you a happy holiday season and health and happiness in the new year.
Thanks,
Thomas.
Thanks, Thomas Dolby.
Yeah.
Cam.
We've also got a bloke here called Franz Piotr. I never know how to pronounce that surname. Franz, it's like Franz Piotr, you know. Franz says...
this is our mate Peter.
It is our mate
Peter Larson,
That's why.
yeah.
That's
He's
why
always
our
in
mate
disguise, Peter.
Yeah. Now, Peter was clarifying that he was in Oz for 3 months in 87 to 88. He celebrated the bicentennial in Sydney. He fell in love with Australian music because his friends were always listening to the radio and it's always been a big part of like his memory of Australia was the musical element. So good on you, man. Thank you very much. We loved that episode.
Yeah, well, the episode was the Sweden 80s compilation with Noiseworks and stuff, which was only a couple of episodes ago. And it was a really great episode and I wasn't sure when he'd come to Australia, but you knew everything and he was just clarifying that. But have a listen to that episode anyway because he's written another note too.
Now, Peter actually said, he clarified and he said that he didn't realise that Dave Dobbin was from New Zealand. So... yeah, it's funny because like Dave Dobbin to us is very much an NZ. Like he's a big sort of, you know, Kiwi national treasure. And he also said that he considers Crowded House to be an Australian band and that's confusing. Now, we've talked about this on the show. Even though a lot of people claim Crowded House as a New Zealand band, they were actually formed in Melbourne Two out of three of the band members were Australian. So that one is confusing, Peter. It is. Look, I consider them to be Australian, but like you'll listen to sort of half of the New Zealand travel ads and stuff like that, and that they use Don't Dream It's Over, you know. So it's, I guess, a bit of a, what would you call it, antipodean, where it's like Australia-New Zealand sort of partnership kind of thing. I guess you can say they're an antipodean band. So there you go.
Well, they had a studio in Melbourne in Caulfield. I remember because I worked there.
They do.
And they had it was in a house. I think it was one of the boys' houses. And you walked in there and it was like a Crowded House video with the red velvet fucking curtains and you'd go in and do this. It was the most amazing studio. I'm not sure if it's there and I can't remember the name of it, but it belonged to the boys. So they did record everything, I'm just assuming a lot of stuff in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And you had Paul Hester, who was Melbourne-based. And,
that's right.
Rest his soul. But it was interesting time because you could go to Caulfield and see Tim Finn on the corner with his new girlfriend, or it was like, oh my God, I would drive past in the 80s and go, oh my God, it's Tim Finn, because I found him incredibly sexy, Tim Finn. He was my favourite. And I loved his voice. I loved Dirty Creature. I fucking, we both do. And I would see him in Caulfield and go, why are they in Caulfield? And I'd be driving to my uncle's work, which was in Caulfield,
Yeah.
Exciting
pretty
times
exciting.
when you're little to see the real people on the street.
Yeah, exactly right. Now, Peter was also saying that he's looking forward in 2024, and he's wanting to hear the first Bats in Space album, which we'll have to get on to recording.
Space album.
People have been really excited about Bats in Space,
Bats
haven't
in
they?
Space is going to happen.
Yeah.
So Bats in Space is going to be about the music industry, bit of a comedy, a bit of a drama. I think it's going to be very good.
Yeah.
And Maddie wants the first episode to be called Not Negotiable.
Oh, yes.
Because he goes, don't
Yes,
call it
that's
Bats in
right.
Space, call it Not Negotiable. I said, no, even better. That's the first episode. And that will
Fucking
be
hell.
the fucking clown suit coming in as a character straight away.
We used to have a dodgy manager who'd sort of come in and lay, like, we could always tell if something was dodgy that he had done, because he'd come and sort of lay us down with the details after being late, and at the end he'd just say, yeah, and that's non-negotiable, okay? And it'd be like, he just didn't want you to question him or argue, and it's like, well, it is, because we're not in fucking jail.
Exactly.
But you always knew it was dodgy if he'd say fucking it's non-negotiable,
Non-negotiable. I never got that off him, thank God, because I would have fucking thrown a punch. But because I wasn't the bestest I wasn't a yes man at all, never have been. I had a fucking discussion with this venue owner. This is interesting during the week. He wants us to go up to Airlie Beach, and I've sort of said, yeah, look, what's the situation with the money and the food and the drinks? And they said, oh, we give you $50 for your food and drinks. And I said, hang on a minute. You want me up there from Friday to Sunday and you want to give my band $50 when you're in a fucking restaurant and a bar?
What are we going to get, fucking fish and chips and 2-minute noodles?
Exactly. That fee is going to go up now. And he goes, oh, and then anyway, I said, look, you've got some good bands up there, but some of them are shit. I just said some of them are shit. And he goes, which ones are shit? I said, the 70s, 80s, 90s fucking thing you've hired, that you can't hire us. And he goes, yeah, you're a bit schmick for us because you're not as funny. And I'm like, why? Because I'm not in a showbag wig on the fucking corner with my undies off? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he goes, oh, people laugh at that shit. So there is a style or a trend of concept bands that it doesn't matter how shit they look. People love it. And it's really hard to deal with. It's insulting.
It's the piss take element.
That's right.
Like kind of they're taking the piss out of themselves. Unfortunately, they're taking the piss out of the 80s in the meantime. And they're also taking the piss out of the music because they're not incredible musicians.
No, they're not. That's the thing, And I kind of thought maybe we should do a really shit fucking look photo shoot of us looking like in the Choose Life top with the showbag wig and see if we can market it. Could you imagine if it just exploded and called it the
bad.
fucking, it's just, and I kind of said to him, I don't really, I said, I know what you're saying, but why fly fucking dumb cunts up to from Melbourne instead of fucking a really good band? Like, he expected me to sort of sit there and go. And then I said to Maddie, what do you reckon? He goes, nah, fuck him off. He goes, fuck him off. Too many red flags. Not enough drinks, not enough meals. So this is the thing, is that bands are putting up with that non-negotiable situation I said to him, dude, that's fucking illegal. You cannot fucking pay. If you've got a band up there for 3 days, you cannot legally just give them $50 voucher.
So bad. It's so bad.
I said, you do a music video for 4 hours and you've got to cater. It's a fucking agreement, So he got a bit scared when I started coming back with that. I said, I would talk to your client. He works for the client. And I said, I would talk to your client and really consider the fact that if one of those musos falls over, because it's dehydrated or hungry, because we all know they don't fucking eat until they're at a gig, you are liable for that because you have not fed and drank them.
Yeah.
It's just the way they think blows my fucking mind.
Yeah, I know. They're treating it like they're treating it just like a business transaction. They're looking at figures rather than realizing you're paying people to come and perform. Like they've got a talent in them that you're paying them to show it. And 100%. In order to do that, they need to fucking eat and drink. Oh God.
And I said to him, dude, I've worked at Early Beach for 3 months, and I said, if another venue does the right thing, your venue's fucked within 4 years, man.
Yeah.
Because it just moves to the next corner. Be really
100%.
fucking careful. I've seen it happen. I used to work at Charlie's around the bend in the 90s. Biggest fucking venue in fucking Early Beach. Everyone loved it. Now, the fact is when a musician doesn't feel appreciated, that's when they don't want to fucking go back.
Yeah, that's it.
So I went from fucking
exactly right.
this fantastic discussion to just going, that's not right. And then I thought to myself, am I too fucking full on or not? And I'm thinking, nah, fuck it. Like you can't do that to people.
Yeah, no, you can't. No, that's shit. And you know how you're going to get treated when you get up there too. So,
and then I said, so can I get a deposit out of you? He goes, oh, no, the airfares are the deposit. I said, well, no, they're not. The airfares aren't fucking locking anything in, mate. Really weird fucking ideas.
Yeah, no. And
I just went, yeah. Because I thought we could go up to there and then Cairns. Because I've still got Cairns penciled in for the end of the year, which I'd like to do. And I was thinking we could get up there through Airlie, but then he go, oh, yeah, bloody. I mean, I love the guy, but it's not his fault. It's the actual entertainment complex's fault.
Yeah.
But anyway, interesting how things haven't fucking changed. And things, I just think musos that do that and it's not right. And I said, well, my fee's just gone up $1,500 knowing that the vouchers are $50 for 3 days. I said, I can't go anywhere else in 3 days and make any money. I said, he goes, yeah, you can't. I said, well, that's not happy days.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Yeah, so
should we
that
play
was
another
mine.
track?
Yeah. So this is the second track. So beautiful track, Dance on the Ceiling. The second track on this record, I've put this one in as well because we don't play this song much and it's a ripper. Here we go. It's coming.
The Communards, mate. The Communards. They're Jimmy Somerville and Richard Coles, the unmistakable voice of Jimmy Somerville. And they also are joined by Sarah Jane Morris.
Yeah, she's
you got to check out the film clip.
Fucking incredible voice.
She does, and she's twice the size of little Jimmy.
Yeah, she is. She's a tall lady. I love it. I also love the Thelma Houston version from 76. It's a tricky one for me, but if you are in a club, this is definitely, oh, God, both of them work. You know, it's a good song. That's all you can say.
Big sort of gay anthem, this one. And it's sort of, they were always, everything Jimmy Somerville did was very brave in a sort of queer sense because.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he never sort of put himself out there pining after some woman or, you know, something like that, which everybody else used to do.
And he never needed to say he was gay.
No, that's it. That's
Never.
it. He just sort
was
of
not an issue.
And in this, it's got him sort of like, you know, he's zeroing in on this one guy in the crowd, and then later he's sort of sucking a dildo, and no, he's not.
Yeah.
But they at the very beginning of this clip, you see that there's like a folder with Ministry of Culture, and they open it up, and it's got music banning order, and they stamp it.
That's
so
right.
They knew they were being controversial by what they were doing.
Yeah. And not only that, when I first saw Jimmy in Y, was it that the one where he goes to the swimming pool and he's on the train? I fucking remember crying as a kid because I understood it, but I didn't understand it. Like I knew he was being put on the spot for his sexuality, but I wasn't sure what that meant. I didn't understand if it was that or his parents had just thrown him out of the house. I wasn't sure, and it was really, really clever for every generation to see, you know. Even now it's fucking – it still moves you because it was a bigger issue in those days than what it is now. As much as we like to make it a huge issue now, all my friends that whatever they are, they'll be the first to tell you they broke everyone in, you know, in the 80s and in the 70s. You know?
Yeah. And sort of like, I guess the gay community today and the trans community today can like really has to have deep respect for the generations of queer people before them because they just got treated like fucking dirt. I know it's still happening in some countries in the world, but I'm talking about like, you know, UK, USA, Australia, it was awful, like people sort of getting booted out of their families and cut off and not being invited to Christmas and being thrown out of the house and fucking terrible. So
that's
all the gays bouncing off to Love Machine this weekend. Have a bit of respect.
Are they really? Oh, God, Love Machine. I did my original at Love Machine. It was very, very good.
Ya?
Yeah. Yeah, well, in the 80s, if you went to the Underground or if you went to, there was a couple of venues, everyone was just dressed so beautifully and just weird but beautiful, you know, and this was the theme song to that, you know, a lot of the time because I was I started going to clubs in 87 anyway, like I was 86, 87, 85 if I was brave, if I had older friends, and I remember this being such a big anthem. Yeah. That was side 1, track 2, the Communards Don't Leave Me This Way. Side 1, track 3 is Elton John, Heartache All Over the World. I remember it, but I couldn't sing it for you. Track 4 on side 1 was Eurythmics' Missionary Man. Great song. Don't mess with a missionary man. Beautiful vocals.
We have got to do a Eurythmics episode.
Yeah. I think there's a few artists on here that I'd like to do.
Yeah.
That are in this record, and I think Eurythmics would be fantastic. Track 5 I have down as well, which is an awesome track, but I remembered it, but I couldn't remember it. Let's give it a go now.
Principles denied, passion, faith, and soul to the anthem green and gold. our pride. Principles denied, passion baked and sold to the anthem green and gold. What was a useful tool is taken our control. It takes away your hearts and wraps you up around your soul. What's the color of money? What's the color of money? Don't tell me that you think it's green. Me, I know it's red. What's the color of money?
There you go.
Tell me that you think it's green. We all know it's red.
Yeah.
I remember
Did they
this.
do much Hollywood Beyond after this?
No, I don't think so. They had a follow-up single, No More Tears, but I can't remember it. But
No.
I do remember this track. I think I remember it from this album
That's
because
exactly right.
Yeah. I know this album really well. I know this compilation album really well.
Yeah.
And I think, we used to play this as kids, like this particular track. But
Well, it was a
I don't
bit
need-
fun.
Yeah, that's it. And they were very committed. This went to number 26 in Australia.
Wow. See, this is
Yeah.
what these compilation albums did. I do remember it being on Sounds, maybe Sounds. I don't remember being on Countdown. I'm sure it was. But I just wanted to play this song because this is one that people wouldn't have heard for a long time. And go, oh, yeah, because it's in your subconscious. You've just got to pull it out, you know. I'm fucking schwitzing in here, man. Like I can't put the fan on either because it'll bloody make the noise. I feel like,
Are you hot?
fuck yeah. I'm like,
It's because you're talking to me.
that's right, and you're fucking naked. You could see Jay now. He's got no clothes on. He's got a sarong on.
I've just been for a swim and I'm showing off my tan while it still lasts.
And he's fucking naked, kids. Naked.
Yeah.
And when he first popped up, it looked like he didn't have any undies on. I thought, oh, it's not going to be one of those shows, is it? But no,
She
he
thought,
didn't.
here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, and it looks good. So Oingo Boingo is the next track. I've got that here, track 6 on side 1. This is another episode I'd like to do because I think people underestimate the old Oingo Boingo and think they didn't do much, but they fucking made a lot of money, kids. Like
Sure
probably
did.
one of the biggest exports of the 80s with movie soundtracks and themes, and this song is a really fucking good song. Here we go. I really like it.
Really, really interesting sort of background for Oingo Boingo because they it's the band where sort of Danny Elfman, of course, sort of wrote all the music, the amazing
100%,
film
yeah.
composer. And they actually bounced out of did you get the pun, bounced out, Boingo? No. They bounced out of a street theatre troupe in LA called the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo, and they were doing like lots of like performance art and everything, and music was a really big element of it. And then they just sort of like kept going with music, basically. Like they really took off with their live gigs. So they were really like very arty on stage and very experimental, I imagine, in the way of like Machine Gun Fellatio. Maybe not as druggy, but who knows? But
You mean the Aussie band?
yeah, I love Machine Gun Fellatio.
Wow, yeah, so does Maddie.
I fucking love them.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I
yeah.
went to see them with Maddie at the corner one year.
Yeah, they love to root, that band. Fucking love
Oh, they
to
certainly
root.
do.
Love
But I've
to
never
get
seen
naked
any-
and fuck ya.
I've never seen anything like those guys. I just think that is such a
Rollercoaster toaster.
fantastic. Yeah, that is such a fantastic way to approach live performance, where it's just like you're freaking them out, you're freaking the crowd out, but the music's really good. You know?
Yeah. I saw one of the chicks from that band at a bar mitzvah or a wedding, and she's now like a MC.
Oh,
The
right.
strange one, the one that loves getting naked, and I kept staring at her because she sat on our table with the band. This was actually at Brighton International, I think. And I remember looking at her going, I fucking know you. I know you. And of course no one else would have thought that because they're musos, but they do covers, where I just knew her. And I just looked at her and I went, were you in that band? And she went, yeah, I was. And I went, oh, you've changed a lot. You know, you've got your clothes on. And it sort of saddened me a bit that they didn't go further into something
Gotcha.
bigger, you know.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that's right. But these guys, of course, they were really big in the 80s. They had some big hits. You might know Weird Science as well. We
Yeah.
played that on the show as well. But 8 members.
Yeah,
8 members.
That's good.
That's crazy.
And you have to like each other when there's 8.
God, yeah. Yeah.
Can't split up. They also did a lot of musical pieces for breakdance, and when he dances with the broom, that's Oingo Boingo. I'd really like to look at Oingo Boingo, so I can maybe learn how to say it first, and look at their career, because I think they were like the Irene Cara of musicians. You know, like they were quite. Fucking, you don't know where they pop up. They pop up everywhere, and I think if we look into them, it would be interesting.
Yeah, that's right. And you look at the film, you look at the scores that Danny Elfman came up with, the film scores, because he would often work with Richard Burton. Beautiful, iconic scores and soundtracks that he came up with. So obviously very, very talented. So I'd love to actually look at, I guess, Danny Elfman's music from Oingo Boingo across into film.
The whole thing, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that would be an amazing episode. Write in if you want to hear that. If not, we're going to do it anyway, so go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we're going to do it anyway. But write in if you like the idea. I'm sure I know he'll be happy about that. Our mate at fucking in Sweden will love it. And
Of course.
yeah, he'll love it. And our little keyboard player that wrote in this week as well. So track 7 was, side 1 was Wawane, I Could Make You Love Me. Killer fucking song. Killer song. Great.
Yeah.
I saw this live at Countdown. I went to Countdown this day, and they had a female keyboard player with really long brown hair. And
Female.
she was gorgeous, and they did I Could Make You Love Me, and I had never heard the song before because I'd never brought the album. And when I heard this on stage, because Pseudo were there the same night, I went with Vince that day to see, I was mates with the band. It's still in my life as of today in more ways than one. So I went to Countdown with Vincent, and they were on, I remember it, Wawane. They were always really good friends, those two bands. They tried to make a rivalry between them, but Canham and Paul especially were best friends. But this song, I heard it at Countdown, and I brought the 12-inch because I was blown away by how amazing it is. But I haven't put it on this show. But, I mean, Wawane would be another interesting band to look at. We might have to do a few band ones this year because we didn't do as many last year.
I think we should do 80s funk, and you could do Wawane within that.
Great idea. 80s
You know
funk's
what I mean?
a great idea.
It'd
Yeah.
be huge episode too. That'd be like a 2-part special.
It would be, babe. So the next one I've got, though, definitely, we haven't played much of this little lady. She needs a Tim Tam. Here she is, Stacey Q.
I
Stacey Q, what are your thoughts on the old Stacey? She was old, man. She was fucking pushing 40.
Yeah, she wasn't young.
She wasn't young. Anyway, they're not young. I like her, but I don't like her.
Yeah, right. What don't you like about her?
The baby voice.
Yeah, you hate that shit, don't you?
I don't like baby voice. I want to do an episode on baby voice.
Oh, fuck yeah, baby voices.
Because there's a lot of them.
Yes.
It has to have a bit of rock and roll for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm an Amy man. He wants me. Where she might sound a bit babyish and then she gets fucking, she kicks you in the ball sack, you know?
Yeah,
But to say that, Stacey Q wearing her tutus and the look really, for me and working with the 80s thing, I really looked at her fashion and loved her fashion and her long hair, and she was quite stylish. I mean, there's a
big
fantastic
fluffed up hair.
Yeah, there's a fantastic outfit where it's sort of like a holey top with a holey pair of black tights. Looks
She
fucking
got the black
amazing.
sunnies on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's black. It's really simple. I might rip that off eventually if I can get Edward to do it. But I don't mind her music. I thought she was cute, but just a little bit. Yeah. Do you want a coffee, Stacey? I don't know. What milk, Stacey? Just any milk. Like she'd be that. I'd want to smack her. I'd want to be like, order a fucking coffee and fucking shut up. You know, maybe she's not like that. I would like to look into her as well.
Yeah, right.
For an episode.
That's what a few blokes have said.
Yeah.
They've
look
done that
up her,
thing because she's not young. They've done that thing in the film clip where they light her from the back slightly.
Yes.
And it's sort of slightly dark on the face so that you can't see the finer lines, and you can just see the eyes. You can see the eyes and the mouth, but her hair's like a halo. So her hair seems like fucking huge in all the clips.
Oh,
she's
she's a
been lit
fucking
from
Scorpio.
the back. Little trick
Stacey
there.
Lynn Swain. 1958
yes.
she was born. Yeah, so
I would have sworn that she was Jewish.
No, yeah, right.
For some reason, I just get that vibe.
She might be. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because of her style. Because in the 80s, you would look. All my friends were Jewish, and they had so much style.
Now
Like
she did a lot of. She grew up doing a lot of full dance training and all of that. She grew up in Anaheim, in and around. Well, she's from Orange County for a start, which is sort of down the southern part of LA,
Where Gwen Stefani's born.
That's right.
Maybe they all eat oranges and go crazy on their voice.
This is the thing, though, because Gwen's a bit like this, you know.
Gwen's very much like this.
Yeah, she did a lot of performances at Disneyland, so maybe this is where the sort of is coming from.
You want
know
to
what I
go to Disneyland and be Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse?
That's right. Happy
Tell people
New
that
Year.
story. Have we told people this story? Fuck, it's
We,
great. I thought I was in
look-
trouble with you. I thought I'd really fucked it with our friendship that night.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I panicked the whole week. I just thought, because it was your party, and I thought that I'd been really rude to one of the band's girlfriends, and
Oh God,
I was
no!
really worried I'd fucked it with our friendship.
I
Like,
was
I thought
off
I was
my
just really
face
rude.
that night.
Yeah,
babe.
yeah.
I was off my face.
What New Year's Eve was that? What year?
We did a gig at the Spot and then all fucking converged back at our place in Middle Park.
That's
and
right.
That's the night where some cunt put like tea light candles all over the TV.
Yeah.
And we're watching video clips, and then we all went outside for a smoke.
Yeah.
And then like one of the girls came in and said like, "Oh my God, the TV's on fire!"
Yeah.
And the tea light candle, the metal on the tea light candle had heated up so much it melted through the casing of the TV.
Horrible.
And the fucking TV was on fire, and it went throughout the house. But we were all just laughing. That was a fantastic New Year's.
It was great.
You ended up in the dog bed, remember?
Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I do, but I don't.
I think that girl was crying because she was in bed with my ex, not licking each other out. They had done that before and then fallen asleep. But then they
Yeah,
were
well,
in-
she loved to fucking star fuck, you know.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she was very clingy, that one, wasn't she?
Very clean and very lesbian tendencies.
Yeah,
Which is
100%.
fine, but don't fucking.
Which is why
old
old mate was with her for that reason, don't you reckon? Because he
Oh, yeah.
loved that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Because then he went from that one to the other one that
Yeah,
had
that's
lesbian
right.
tendencies.
Oh fuck, he loves that vibe. So
Yeah.
she started crying, didn't she, or something? I can't remember.
He always fantasized about having a threesome with two chicks, and I'm like, you're a drummer. It can't be that fucking hard, can it, to orchestrate? Anyway, is this going live or something? Because we're getting likes are coming up.
Oh, I hope it's not going live because I look horrible.
We're getting
haven't even
likes
got a bra
coming up,
on.
babe.
Who's liking it? Fucking
No,
hell.
I'm noticing
I'm
like
in my
thumbs
pajamas.
coming up.
They're probably liking it because they feel sorry for me.
There's
like
thumbs
fucking-
coming up every now and then.
I don't know what that is. It's the ghost of Kilcutter. I don't know.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, it's probably a spirit. Maybe, I don't know. But so
But
she
I proposed to the ex.
That's right.
She got very emotional because I don't think she could see herself long term with this guy. And so she started bawling her eyes out, and it's fucking New Year's Eve and everyone just wants to have a good time. And you're trying to shut her up. We're all trying to celebrate.
Yeah, it wasn't about
'cause
her,
I've-
that's right.
Yeah, I've just announced, we've just announced we're engaged and everybody's like, oh, fucking woo. So it was like a fucking third gear on the night, and she's sitting there crying and you're like just wanting her to shut up. And I think she was saying, what if I want to pick up and like go and dance in Disneyland or something? Like, what am I meant to do then? And you like went, oh, look, if you want to go to fucking Disneyland and dance with fucking Minnie Mouse and Donald Duck, you don't think if he fucking got a gig with David Bowie, he wouldn't just fucking leave you and go on tour?
Oh.
You're like, shut up and go and do it. It was so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Yeah. I didn't like
And
it.
she was so shocked. She sort of stopped crying. It really like made her take
Oh,
stock. I think
she
I
looked
think
at
she
me
thought
like-
I think
Yeah.
she thought you were going to go like, oh, I know what you mean.
sorry.
It's hard, isn't it? Show
Yeah,
business.
I really loved my boyfriend. I was single at the time. This is way before we got together, Maddie and I. We were just mates. And I just wasn't fucking like, mate, you know what? If you've got a boyfriend, you're lucky. Just fucking shut up. But
any of us, we were all performers, and all of us knew
Exactly.
if you got some big gig, you were out of there. There was no like,
Exactly.
oh,
You think I'm going to stay in the fucking puppets my rest of my fucking life? Like,
yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses, I can't come.
That's
Fuck off.
right. That's right. That was like when Maddie had to do a record launch for Mandy Kane and he wasn't allowed to because he had a bloody cover band gig at the Odeon. We don't do that shit in our band.
That's right.
You fucking go where you need to go,
Yeah, exactly right.
And yeah, it was a pretty funny night. Really one of my and I remember going home and you SMSing me about Disneyland and I thought, I've really upset you guys. And
No, I was piercing myself laughing.
I was
We thought
really
it was
nervous.
because we were taking you off. We were like
Oh,
roaring
right.
with
Yeah.
laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were roaring with laughter. We couldn't believe it because the ex thought the same of her as well. She was just clingy and wet,
Yeah.
Anyway, now the last track is the last one on side one. We're almost at an hour
fuck.
and we've only done one side.
We've got to move. We've had so many conversations.
Let's go for it.
Okay, so I've lost my fucking place now because I've been looking up Stacey Q's underpants, which is not
So
good.
just underneath Stacey, we've got Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, here we go. We do have Cyndi because she's worth every penny. Here we go, Cyndi Lauper.
You with the same but I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy, can remember when I bless all you love. If this world makes you crazy and you take it all.
Love it. Track 9, Cyndi Lauper.
You could do a whole episode just on this song.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, why don't we? Got so many options.
I love it so much. It's there's so much to it. The performance by her in the film clip is very Kate Bush.
It is.
Yeah, there's just so much about it I love. The film clip and the song, like her vocal recording is incredible. This was written by Billy Steinberg, who I'd love to do an episode as well.
Yes.
Billy Steinberg, you would know, wrote Like a Virgin. He wrote Eternal Flame.
Wow.
He wrote So Emotional. He wrote Alone by Heart.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He wrote fucking, hang on. He co-wrote, this is all co-writing, you know. I Touch Myself, Divinals. I Stand By You by the Pretenders. So just like incredible. I'd love to do an episode on him.
Strong melodies.
They offered this first to Anne Murray, who was like a huge Canadian artist.
She was. Nanny loved Anne Murray.
Oh, is that right?
My grandmother, yes, Anne Murray. Oh,
Oh,
God.
wow.
Anne Murray's on. I remember the pink cover with the big bouffant fucking hairdo. Anne Murray was always on Solid Gold. Can't think of a fucking song for the life of me.
No, I can't either. But
But
she
you
was
know them.
she's in terms of like 80s and 90s artists, she was the first big female solo artist, and it's often thought that she sort of paved the way for artists like Katie Lang and Shania Twain, like Canadian artists to come through.
And she was right next to the album, the Demos Roussos album in your record collection. Demos Roussos and Anne Murray always. There's Demos Roussos. Like, you know, who the fuck listens to Demos Roussos? How did that even happen?
Yeah.
That we loved culture so much. Like our grandmothers would listen to everything that was, you know, Julio Iglesias, Demos Roussos, anything with a weird ass name and fucking weird ass. They'd all have them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Anne passed on it, and like you just think like Billy Steinberg writing songs for these kind of vocalists. It would have been really exciting for an artist like Madonna to pick up your song and like the Bangles to pick up your song and that kind of thing. But you must have been thrilled if you got one accepted by Cyndi Lauper because her vocal was incredible.
100%. And just sold it so well, you know.
Do you think this is the Cyndi song?
No, I don't. It's weird though. I probably don't. The Cyndi song for me is Money Changes Everything.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
I like that dark fuck you attitude. I'm not a big whinger, but not that it's whingy, but I just love Money Changes Everything, Change of Heart. I'm more an up-tempo Cyndi person.
Yeah.
But fuck, I appreciate it.
Mind you should do the Paper 221 one night.
I had an ex-boyfriend that went out dressed like that, and Matt,
Oh, really?
Matt and I caught up at the Cyndi Lauper concert. Matt, your Matt, and he looked at
Oh,
me as if
yes.
to say, "Don't you know your boyfriend's gay?"
On the end of it?
On the end of it, and I looked at him and I knew what he was saying with his eyes. He kind of felt a bit sorry for me, but you know, if they sleep with you, they're not gay. I didn't know, but yeah, he dressed up in the denim jacket and the hair, and he had his head. Stars all over me. Remember that? Stars all over you. That fucking video clip I did that Ren nearly fainted on because she laughed so hard.
Yeah,
so it was
yeah.
that one, and I remember Matt seeing him and going, "You're dating what? Who? How? When?" You know, but he went full clone. But Cyndi didn't respond to that. Cindy's not the type of chick that likes you to clone. She
No.
isn't interested in that. She wants to know you as being interesting, not trying to be her, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
So he
Yeah.
never got a great response from her if he stalked her. And I kind of get that because she can't be a fucking happy-go-lucky chick if you can deliver a song like this, you know. There's got to be some intensity there. But she also, her mum's in this video clip. Her mum must have had
yeah,
a
that's
diary
right.
bigger than fucking hers because it's like Cyndi Lauper's mum's in the video and I didn't remember that. And then I watched the video today and I went, oh, God, Mum must have had the biggest diary. Mum, got another video you got to be in, you know, like it was very cute. And I'm still so
it
sad
was.
that Mum's gone and just recently because it would be horrible for Cyndi to live without the mum because she was there in her career, you know, but grateful that she was there.
Yeah, absolutely. This is this video clip, if I was trying to explain the 80s to an alien, I would just show them this video clip.
The 80s
Like,
to
oh,
an
it's-
alien.
Yeah,
That's
it's
great.
like it's like this and just show them because it's just got so many fucking elements that it's just like this is the 80s. It's unexplainable. Like the dude with the long hair that looks like Sebastian Bach that's pulling up the sash and she's at the other end of
Yes.
it and then it goes into like purple monochrome and like just fucking great the film
Oh,
clip.
incredible. So that was Cyndi Lauper. That was the last track on side one. Side two, first track. Now this is a really, actually no, we've got a commercial first. Here we go.
The beat goes on. McDonald's beef goes on. Your big beef, pure beef, hot and lean. Oh, the beat goes on. You're 100% pure beef machine. Oh yeah, the beat goes on. From Big Mac to quarter pounder, lean and hot. Your big beef taste just won't stop. It's a good time for the great taste. On McDonald's, the beef goes on.
The beef goes on at McDonald's. 1986, that was.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Yeah, man, get your beef, baby. Fucking yeah. Ooh, love it.
Whoa.
I like some beef every now and then. So do you. We like a beef injection.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But the beef goes on. You know what? There's something about McDonald's when you see the videos, you fucking want it straight away. We're so conditioned.
It was well marketed. It was just so well marketed.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Like, it was just this shot of a Big Mac, and I'm like, oh, God, I'd do a Big Mac. Do a beef injection as well, but we'll talk about that another time.
I was
there you
very
go.
drunk in Cairns. Very
Of
drunk
course
in
you were.
Cairns.
Didn't
Yeah,
get eaten by
had
a
a-
croc.
No, but what I did do was go to McDonald's and I had you can get a chicken Big Mac.
Yes, you can. That's right. It's the new
And I had
millennium,
one.
kids.
Yeah,
Did you have
amazing,
one?
isn't it?
Was it
the
nice?
Future? Yeah, I had one and ate it down the Esplanade and watched a dude fire twirling at about 1 a.m.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
And it was like fucking 30 degrees and it was 1 a.m.
Oh, you would have needed that food.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. We had we didn't really have late night McDonald's in Chapel Street where I used to go out, but it's there now. We had KFC, so we would do KFC, and I remember Billy would walk home with me from Revolver, and he'd sit on the bus stool, you know, where the bus stop was, and fall asleep with his fucking hamburger in his hand because we were just so tired.
Yeah.
Fucking those days are gone, aren't they? Now I'm eating fucking Japanese pancakes and bloody
That's
beautiful
it, yeah.
homemade pasta.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la, we love that. There you go.
Yeah.
The beef goes on at McDonald's. You'll probably drive straight from this podcast into McDonald's, and we want to thank McDonald's for being a sponsor on today's show. No, they're not. We're only joking. All right. So I've lost Jay because I've got another phone call coming through. Let me just end these cunts.
Oh.
There we go. Sorry, I had a phone call come through. Don't know who they are. Anyway,
That'll be a gig.
no, it wouldn't have been. I reckon it was from Bairnsdale. So, fuck, it might have been. Oops. Anyway, who cares? They'll ring back. This song, legendary. Here we go.
Yo, turn it down, man. Turn that noise down, man. Yo, what's up with this? Turn it down, boy. Come on, man. Crash it up. Yo, turn it down, man. Yo, turn that noise down. I know what to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's always undercover, and I talk to my daddy, say, send your AC till you're down on it, and it's sure to be changing ways. I've been a cheerleader, that's a real big leader, of times like a reminisce. And the best thing I love it was your sister and your cousin, and it started with a little kiss like Sing-song swinging with the boys in tune, and the beat is flying up in the air. Singing, hey, diddle, diddle with the titty in the middle, and he's swinging like I just don't care. So to this bitch head after high school dead, with a lady who was ready to play. It wasn't me, she was fooling, but she knew what she was doing when she told me how to walk this way. She told me to walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way. She told me to walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way. Well, just give me a kiss.
Love it, love it, love it. I
Really
actually
interesting.
I get goosebumps from this version.
Yeah, that's right.
It's weird because it's sort of, I don't know why I do get goosebumps. I think I love the modernisation and I love the two genres coming together. They originally released this, I think this was the second single from the album Toys in the Attic in 1975. And they had been, like, Aerosmith
Yep.
were really like, Aerosmith were really sort of like, really doing it tough in the set, you know, having huge hits and everything, but like with Drugs, man, they were really smashing it and it was tearing the band apart. They kind of got over it, and in the 80s, they were trying to, I guess, make their comeback into the 80s, and this is what did it. So they were covering, it was really sort of Run DMC that were covering Aerosmith, but Aerosmith were collaborating with them. So Run DMC are doing the verses, Aerosmith are doing the choruses, and it's a beautiful collaboration. I love it.
And the video clip's great too because they break the wall down. And I think that's what they were trying to say is they wanted to break the wall between the genres so that we could be, you know, like privy to seeing this situation. But I think it's tough and it's funky. I love it. I love the drums and I love the kick drum especially. And I've always loved Aerosmith. I think he's hot as hell, the lead singer. Love him. Beautiful.
You've actually hit the nail on the head with the sort of breaking through the walls kind of analogy, the metaphor, because it was a massive crossover hit, like
Yeah.
because people that were into rap and hip hop were introduced to Aerosmith and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, this really sort of pulled Run DMC into sort of, I guess, the MTV territory as well. And they couldn't have been more different as groups, as bands, couldn't have been more different. And I love it. It's like they're rehearsing in rehearsal studios. And Aerosmith like breaks through the wall. There's that amazing vision of fucking Steve Tyler smashing through with his mic stand and singing the choruses through the hole.
And I don't think we saw another track like it. What it did do, though, is it taught the industry that if you get two artists on the one song, you can make them both huge. And it wasn't
Absolutely.
the styles they were interested in. It was more the fact that if you had an artist that was sort of not getting great sales, you'd put them with an artist that was in the top 10 and then they'd be huge. But there was never that transition of style of music in that situation. And it's rock and roll, man. It's amazing.
And it's really it really is something that it's the reference point for a lot of these cross-genre collaborations. Like you think of like Coldplay and Rihanna, or you think of like Kanye West and Paul McCartney, that kind of thing. You know, this is the reference point for that kind of collaboration where it's like two acts that completely don't go together, but what comes out of it is really, really interesting.
Yeah. But that was side 2, track 1, awesome. Side 2, track 2 was Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone. Love it. I mean, that was huge because of fucking Fansy. Bloody, what's the fucking movie?
Top Gun.
Top Gun. Don't like fucking, what's his name? Can't do him. Tom Cruise. Just can't do him.
With the tooth in the middle of his head.
I just can't do him. He's too much.
In films or as a person?
Everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere.
right.
Just too fucking, he's a sales assistant, you know?
Back in he's very intense. Back in, I've seen him in real life. He's tiny.
Yeah. I don't like that look either.
No, I don't either. But what did I see him in recently? He was in something that just came out. I did watch Top Gun I did watch the sequel with Mum during the holidays.
Oh yeah.
And I thought it was very good.
In that.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. I liked the revisiting of that old character, which was massive for him in the 80s. Like Maverick, that character was like one of the biggest, most popular film characters of the 80s from one film. And it was beautiful watching him as an older man coming back to that character and trying to just explore, because a big thing about that character was he was like an explosion. He was like youth and fire. Like it was all sort of youth and fire and being reckless and going out on your own. And it's not meant to last, that kind of persona. And
fucking
so watching,
lesbians.
yeah, watching him as an older man and, you know, who that character becomes when he does live, you know, like when he does live to be an older man, where he doesn't just sort of like fizzle out and burn early, who he actually is and how he thinks and how he operates and how he deals with being older. It was really interesting, actually.
Absolutely. And I mean, I like the fact that he does his own stunts and all that stuff because he feels it's believable, but it's just, I think it's the Scientology shit, man. I just
it
think
definitely is.
It's a bit too much, you know.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Are we friends or are we friends, you know, for the fucking religion? Not cool.
Yeah.
Now, the Dragon, Dreams of Ordinary Men, track 3, side 2. Not a bad track. Didn't love it. All right.
Nah.
Track 4, Bon Jovi, You Give Love a Bad Name. Fucking hate it. Side 2. I didn't even know that was on here.
Shemmy, you're playing.
Oh my God.
You're playing. I played a song called Shot Through the Heart, right?
Yeah.
You played.
You Give Love a Bad Name.
You Give Love a Bad Name. Okay.
That's another story.
I can understand the confusion on your part.
So we used to do it with the Puppets, this song, right? And then at the end of the night, we finished with this fucking song, the second set. And the dumb DJ fucking
Sammy had
started.
rooted the DJ.
Ah!
Sammy had.
I had.
Sammy had rooted the DJ, and then
Yeah.
she was looking for any reason to fucking blast the prick
that's
afterwards.
right. That's true. I forgot about that. I
And,
called him DJ Nasal Spray, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking in front of everyone because
right.
that's what he fucking needed to get his dick hard. And I went,
'Cause
DJ
he-
Nasal Spray. He didn't get
'Cause he
it though
said-
because he was so dumb.
He said, "Don't tell no one, all right?" And then
Don't
like
tell no
here
one.
over the fucking microphone in a fucking 600 thick crowd, you're like calling him DJ Nasal Spray.
Yeah,
Anyway.
don't tell anyone, right? Fucking I told the whole venue, mate. He just smiled at me. He didn't get me at all. He just smiled.
He wasn't very smart.
No, very dumb. Which I like sometimes, but I have to be in the mood.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't be
Not
too dumb for 48
to-
hours.
to root, not to talk to.
Yeah, that's right. As soon as you start talking, and he wanted to talk for 2 hours on the lounge. And that
Oh,
was the
they always
fucking
do.
worst. They do.
The dumb ones always do.
Oh,
They
not
want to
only do you have to put up with the nasal spray shit, you got to fucking listen to their shit.
You're gonna fucking and you go over to their house and they want to show you every fucking ornament and thing. that
Never
they've
went
got,
to his
and it's
house,
like,
thank God.
It's like get undressed, take
Yeah,
your
get
clothes
undressed. Yeah, just fucking shut up. But we ended on You Give Love a Bad Name, and then he played it straight after we'd finished, and I fucking went for it. I went in his throat.
You thought it was two different songs anyway, fucking
Yeah.
dickhead.
And I ran up and I said, "What the fuck are you doing, you fucking dumbass?" He goes, "You
Now-
shimmy, shittle the fuck down. Shittle the down."
Shuttle down, shimmies.
Yeah.
Now then we have Jenny Morris with "You're Gonna Get Hurt."
You're gonna
Always-
get hurt. Yeah.
Always delivering, Jenny Morris.
Yeah, she's good with that, bro. Jenny Morris, I don't mind it. I think Prince liked the old Jenny Morris as well, as we've spoken about that. I've got the next song. Oh, did you hear that voice? That was Why Are We Talking So Much voice. I've got the next
right.
song, though, which is very cute.
Belinda Carlisle.
Here we go. Belinda Carlisle.
I might have thought you might have thought me, babe. Couple of blues run wild, pushing the day into the night time. Somewhere between the two, we start to see. Mad about you, lost in your eyes, reason aside. Mad about love, you and I. Something about you, right there beside me. Touches the touch, part of me like I can't believe. Pushing the night into the daytime, watching the sky first light while the city sleeps. Mad about you, lost in your eyes, reason aside. Mad about love, mad about you and I. Mad about you, lost in your eyes, reason aside. Mad about love, you and I.
Mad about you.
Now, the Mavises did this as an encore song the last time I saw them. They always do a Christmas gig. They did it last year. Wasn't able to make it this year, but I did catch up with the Mavises for a quick drink before their gig, and I have a very strong feeling that I'm going to be able to secure an interview with Belinda Carlisle.
Get fucked.
Yeah, Matt and Belinda Carlisle are really close mates. And
Good.
yeah, like close mates. Like they want to move in together. They love each other.
Oh, really?
They love each
In
other.
St Kilda or LA?
Mexico. Matt's had enough of
Mexico?
Australian. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Matt's
he
had
needs
enough
to
of
go.
Australia now.
Yeah.
He does. And I've always said it because
He's
fucking
grown out of it, babe. He's grown out of Australia.
he hates it, and he's too out there, and he's far too different to stay here. He's in Ballarat at the moment and kind of loving it for a moment, but I know that Matt will use the time in Ballarat to sort of build up and reset, and then he'll make a big change. And I reckon he might actually do it. They're actually talking about it.
Incredible.
But she's coming out here. You and
Yes,
I are going to
she
go
is.
and see her.
Oh, yeah,
You and I
are
are
we?
going to go and see her.
Okay, good.
And I'm going to, and I'm going
the
to get us
word on it.
backstage. Yeah, I'm going to get us backstage. We'll do a fucking interview.
Yeah. Well, fuck. I'm taking the podcast machine to New Zealand in case little fucking Simple Minds wants to hang out. You never know.
And just be like, oh, isn't it funny? Because I've got the recording equipment here. I could just.
Actually, my back
could-
pocket. Yeah.
I could just ask you a few questions and you could just answer them, you know?
That's true. Apparently he's lovely from what
Now,
Stacey told me.
I'll tell you a lovely little detail about Belinda. Do you know Cheryl? You know the social media star Sherilyn Barnes by any chance? She's it's kind of like Kath and Kim humor. It's actually a dude playing a chick, but you would not know. He's playing like she's like a housewife, but like a rough as guts housewife. It's Sammy. It's the funniest fucking shit you've ever seen. And
Send
you
me
can
a
get
link.
this. You can get Sherilyn Barnes on Cameo. You know Cameo where they do personalised videos from stars? I'm going to get you one. They're so fucking funny. Matt got one for Carlisle. She loved it.
Who's Carlisle?
Belinda Carlisle.
Fuck.
And I said to Matt, would she get it? Because it's very Australian. He said, oh, yeah. He said, she's like us. She's fucked in the head like us.
They're probably soulmates on some level, the two of them.
I think
and
they
he
are.
Just, yeah. You can get that. Where you
Because he's
just
also
get
friends
everyone.
with fucking Fred from B-52s. Like,
Yeah, that's right.
you know, those people that are very removed like that, they're fascinated with each other.
Yeah, of course. Because the dream's still alive, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Still
Now,
alive.
look, we've got one more song.
We do. So track 7, Billy Joel, Matter of Trust. The only a matter of trust. Shit song. Don't like Billy much.
Shit song, not going to play it.
Don't like a matter of Billy. 8 Berlin. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Girls, take your undies off right about now.
Watching every motion in my foolish lover's game. On this endless ocean, finally lovers know no shame.
must have gone for a pish in that one. I can't believe I played all that. You love it,
I
yeah?
fucking love it. I love it.
Yeah,
because
you
I
love it.
I love Berlin, and I love watching her in the clip.
Fuck yeah, she's incredible. We should do a Berlin special.
Fucking 100%.
Love it.
100%.
I would chase her down. I'll chase her down and get an interview somehow. But Take My Breath Away. Now, this is interesting because that's 2 tracks off the fucking Cruisy fucking movie. You've got Danger Zone and Top Gun. Yeah. So
Yeah, exactly right.
interesting, isn't it? It must have been very big time for Top Gun at this time.
We've often said that this is Berlin's shittest song because we love the rest of their
Yeah.
discography. But you've got to watch this. This has got a lot of footage from the film in it. But the stuff in it of Berlin where they're delivering the song is fucking beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to watch her delivery of the song and especially how she delivers the bridge. It just is spine tingling. She's a fucking incredible performer. I just love Terry Nunn.
Oh, she's incredible.
She,
we were
she
watching
just,
this live the other night
Oh, yeah, right.
and she climbs
just,
up the barricades.
Yeah.
And because she doesn't stop singing, it's really hard to get up there because she's got to sing and then she's holding on with one hand and you're thinking, fuck, you really fucked that up, Terry. How are you going to get down
Yeah,
through the
exactly.
bridge, you know? But it was cute. It was very cute. She's a ballsy chick.
She's the kind of performer that she's very very experimental in a Kate Bush way. And but it has a beautiful, like Kate Bush, has a beautiful femininity about her as well. But ballsy, leaves it all out on stage. I love it.
Like a big fat fart.
Oh,
Leaves it
wow.
all out on stage. That's the worst when someone beefs in the band. It's usually me. But anyway, Berlin, Take My Breath Away, track 8, side 2. Track 9, Before We Leave, Love and Leave You, John Farnham, You're the Voice. You're the Voice. Yay. Anyway, we're going to not play that because we sing it every week. So
That's right.
here we go. I'll play it now. There you go.
There we go. Just a little
One
bit.
man fucking show, bitches.
We just played the intro. So
Yeah.
All right.
With my own fucking palms.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Bloody good track. That
The vision sort of dropped for a moment. I thought Maddie was slapping your tits for a second. I couldn't.
I don't know where he is. That would have been more interesting. But I don't know where he is. I've got to find him. But yeah, good song though, good track. Always reminds me of Darren Hinch. Always.
Oh yes, of course. Now I've got to get off to a party.
Yes.
I'm going to a pre-wedding get together with the bridal party, and one of the boyfriends is very hot. So I'm going to go and have a look. Going to have another look and make sure that he still is. You with me?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. He's very exciting. So Mickey thinks so too. So we're going to have a look. But in the meantime, guys, I've loved this song list. It's really sort of gotten my juices flowing because I remember this from back in the day. Summer 87 compilation. It's the one big sort of cartoon sun with pink sunglasses. Like cartoony. So
Polystar.
Yeah.
November 86, I think it was released.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, which is close to set. Yeah, it's good because it's summer
all
87.
ready for Christmas. Yeah, all ready
That's
for
right.
Christmas.
Great tracks.
Nice one, guys. Thank you, Leith, and thank you, Matt, for suggesting that. Now, if you think of a topic that you'd love us to speak about, not that we have any trouble sort of chatting about fucking anything to do with the 80s.
That's right.
Please get in touch and please write to us on our social media. And especially if you want to request something, do it in the comments section of either Spotify or Apple Podcasts because that will help our chart position as well.
Yeah.
We've been charting really, really well during the summer and we'd like it to keep going. We've got some great episodes coming up really soon as well, guys. So stay on board. Please like, share, rate and review Share it with other people, guys, and get them on board. We've got a lot of new listeners lately. Big hello to those guys, and a big hello to our Patreons and subscribers all around the world. Best
Which they
thing
would
you
have got
can
their
do.
Chrissy episode.
They would have got, they
Yeah.
would have got that one. Best thing you can do is become a subscriber. Don't just listen to odd episodes. Become a subscriber. And you become a Patreon for as little as $1.50 a month. For $10 a month, you get the extra episodes, guys.
You do, and we're doing another one of those next week. We're really going to be knocking them out. Patreon is patreon.com/the 80s Montage Podcast. It will be in the links when you look at the show. You can go into the links. Also, rewind80sband.com to have a look at where we're playing. And there's also the landing page for the tickets, which is Rewind80s Mixtape, mixtape.com.au. But they're all in the links, all the songs we've talked about on the show. And look, just what Leith's done is she's introduced her friend Matt to this show, and now he's given us a show. We love that.
Yeah, good on you guys. Thank you. Now, one thing before we go, I'd like to report bit of feedback. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to all the people who have jumped on the GoFundMe for the flood relief for my beautiful friend Sophia Dunn, who was on the news up north while we were up there talking about all the people north of the Daintree that have lost their homes in the recent floods. They have almost reached their goal with this particular GoFundMe. They're about $1,000 away from reaching their goal. So if we can just push them up there, guys, we will drop the GoFundMe link into the notes once again. Let's push them over into getting their goal. Let it be sort of 80s Montage people that just push them over. That'd be great. Even if it's like, $20 bucks, $50.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly right, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you very
$5.
much.
And I know that a lot of our Patreon, a lot of our montages have put money in because they've been asking for the link privately and stuff. It's always, I'll put the link again in the notes, but anything you need to do with anything that we've mentioned on the show, all in the notes,
Absolutely, guys. We love yous. Big g'day to all of our listeners all around the world. And if it's music mateys,
all cool shit from the 80s.
we're going to talk about it.
Unreal.